Alrighty, hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David and her ladyship? Now, this morning we will not be being joined by Bassman as he's feeling rather unwell. Um, in other news, wait, I need to do my. I'm looking very blurry there. Give me a moment. Let's see if I can get a bit of focus going on. I think that's better. In other news, starting tomorrow, I will probably be an hour later to try and factor in everyone's various daylight savings behaviors. Alrighty, now this morning we are putting the white on our Corsair. I've decided to do this the easy way, and you'll soon see what I mean. That will then give us time to do other things. Alrighty, and on that note, we all know the drill, I'm sure. Fuck yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's get a bit of a... Now, here is our Corsair. Now, something I might want to consider, still a little adrift there. What I'm going to do to get the coat going, we're going to use this spray on. That way I don't have to worry about the behavior of cleaning up the airbrush and stuff, and this will be quite effective. I often use Tamiya white and black tin cans for invasion stripes. Now, anyway, I wouldn't mind seeing. God, it's pissing down here. If I can get that up a bit more. Otherwise, I will probably want to fill that with crystal clear for a little while before we hit the, which shouldn't overall interfere with our doing the painting, because that's all on here today. Now, there's a lot of that will be, we'll need to do some tidy ups after the fact. That's all fine. I need to make sure this is nicely and properly sealed, like that. All right. Now, anyway, let's get to this. If I'll give you a quick zoom in, as you can see, that could be a little nicer. I wouldn't mind seeing if we can achieve that. The theory runs, good people, that this stuff, thin cement by Mr. Hobby, is the ticket for this. That's the theory. And we slide into that gap. And hold, I believe, is the drill. God damn, it is pissing down. Now, how long do I need to hold for? When I watched it on the video, it was a matter of seconds. We shall see, good people. We shall see. That gap still there. Hold, hold. There are other ways we can try and address this, of course. Nah. All right. This could do the trick for us by... Now, most of the stuff we need to paint white, we can just pick up and just go straight away. there's not much masking we're going to be needing to do on this either. I just wouldn't mind seeing if I can get that wing to sit a little more nicely. And with the stuff we're doing, as I said, come on, on you go, out you come. Don't be shy now. For fuck's sake. A bit of paper. Here we go. Come on. Once we've got this one done, which one isn't too far away in many ways, as far as completed the kit, I think I see the problem. I've got I'll be onto an aircraft Mustang, and come on. Now you're starting to annoy me. Okay, lighter time perhaps. Yeah, I see, said the blind man. Is that what I'm doing wrong? Okay. Hold. Thank you for that. Let's see if we get the result this time, shall we? Maybe just a little more for good measure. All right. Let's see how we go this time, shall we? Might be able to save myself a lot of angst. Okay. I know it's supposed to be dry in a matter of seconds. Almost. Hold for a little longer, perhaps. See if that does it. If not, we might go for a reapplication, because I've been enlightened, I have. Almost. Because I'd much rather to have incorrect position. Oops, that's probably rather a lot. Never mind. Then have to sort of fill the gap with crystal clear, which is the other option. All right. What I'm going to do is get a mouthful of coffee while I'm holding this. Then while I'm in afterglow, keep holding. All right, let's see how we go, kids. Oh, thank you, David. You have done me a great service. You have, good sir. I think maybe just hold that for a little longer. Let's face it, patience is never unrewarded. Yeah, patience is a virtue. I'll do that. The melt is not too bad, from what I'm seeing, in terms of all it looks like is just the standard panel sort of a deal. So I'm less concerned. Now, but I'll still hold for a little longer because I saw it come down just a touch. So, well, there's a piece of education. If look, as I shall do that, by golly, I shall do that. All right, good people. Anybody watching this live or after the fact, this is apparently how you do it. Every other time I've been using it, I've been doing it wrong. There we go. This will make me happy. I should probably just have a quick look at the other side. Or it might need to do much the same, and then we can mask up properly. Then we'll get the white on. Yes, we shall. But with that sitting better. Oh, looky that. It's all good. Thank you, David. That's how you use them. Now let's come onto this side and repeat process. I'll get that out of the way for the time being. Now, I just flicked a bit of tape down to the floor. Maybe get this out of the way for the time being. Just for ease of purpose, I can address a few. Oh, that's a bit inconvenient, never mind. But I can do some remasking in due course. Now, use yeah, just a little bit. It will help. Make our wings look nice and tidy. Oh, that's good. And hold. I don't think I need to hold this one for too long. Because it wasn't that bad. And the other side's nicely in position, which of course is, with it all being nice there, make it all swish. I believe that's how it rolls. Swish. Now, did I just... No, for a moment there I was concerned I'll break a piece. Now, oh, that's much nicer. Yeah, there we go. Now, let's set up for our white paint. Now, what we're going to do, this is where blue tack can come into its own. I'm going to leave all of that as is for the time being. Put that into there. What's coming? Yeah, that's a bit like, here we go. Slightly different. We're going to leave that like that. We're going to get all this off my hands. All right. Now, of course, and a piece of wrapped itself around one of my fingers, as you do. Now, there are two parts that are very easily masked, and we'll get them set up right now. In fact, there's quite a few parts that are very easily masked, but that's a whole other story. And that is the tail fins. Now, this being 26, that's the one that goes on the left, that way. Yeah, that matches the diagram, I think. Yeah, that way. And the other one is this one, which then goes that way. And therefore, what I'm going to do, that's already off of there, trim there. I might as well give both of them any filing they require now. And they go thusly. Once they go on, I should give you a bit more of a zoom in. You're not seeing much. So here's our here's our tail fins. Now we want to put they get white on that side, and so what we need to do with this, actually, not quite. I was wondering if I could just go one side with that, whether that would be wide enough. It's not quite wide enough to do the tail fins for us. This stuff will take care of business. And boom. Oop, it's way too much. Oh, actually, that might still work. Give us a moment. I'm going to go to the hobby shop today and get some various paints, and I might hang on a moment, I think I've got myself all wrong here. In fact, I definitely have. Give me a moment. Hey, now, yeah, that one should be with this on top, like not quite. All right, so that's one. Meaning, hang on, where have I? Yeah. And therefore, that's not right. That would be going that way. Yeah. That would be, of course, dummy. Yep. Okay. Suddenly I feel all good about what I'm seeing. Yeah. Jolly good. Jolly good. Let us continue. All right. Now, get those out the way. And we shall next we'll go here, get rid of these, get off my fingers, and bam. Nope, not quite bam. Almost bam. There we have him. And they can come over to here. They are now ready to rock and or roll. We can Now these aren't actually going to be white, so we'll trim them out. That's going to be white. It's going to be all white on the night. Now, next. Still quite stoked about that. Thanks, David. Now, next. More thick tape, yes. But what I wish to assess is our painting pattern. I'm going to bring it back a moment. Bing. Now, here we go. So our white goes out to, let's have a look at this undercarriage. There. Okay, so we'll go a little bit wider again because anything will pretty much go on top of white. That's easy. Alrighty. Now something I might want to consider. How closely can I do that? I have a cunning plan, boys and girls, and others. Now. First, let's go for our broader areas. Which is to say, where's the start of the area? There it is. All right. Next. That's probably as much as I'm going to be needing there. What? Tape on the scissors. That's a poor start to proceedings, I tell you. And get off my finger. Sticky stuff. Having a hard time getting off my fingers. Who would have thought, eh? Thanks. Bam. It doesn't have to be exact, of course. Now we'll go a little bit. I see. We don't need to worry about doing them just yet. That's something we'll need to worry about with the when we do the light blue. Yeah, that'll do there. We can go a bit wider here. Here's a question for. I should have done it that way. Never mind. Oh wow! Just noticed something very cool. Not sure how easily I'll be able to show it to you, but I'll try to. And what it is the way the ribbing on the side of the rear wheel has come up, and it looks great. It's a small detail, but it's one of those things that make you go, oh, that's a bit good now. Yeah, here we go, maybe. I'll bring you to there. Let's see if I can get the light right for you. Now, almost. You're not quite seeing it, are you? There we go. So you can see how paying attention to all that little detail comes up. Really worthwhile. Really pleased with that. Now, next. There we go. There we go. Next. It does. And again, I've time for me to do my Gough Whitlam. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. This is where you've got to be thankful for or grateful to the manufacturer for supplying that detail, or it's not like I can do it without the effort from the maker of said product. And this is where I get very grateful with some who do when you get a really good kit. Hey, excuse me, guys, just not quite getting that. I want to get it right on the spot. There we are. Let me just check that I am. Yeah, that's just a shade wider. Yeah, good work by the big boy, I tell you. Now what we're going to do is just tidy these bits up a little bit, just because they can be a pain in the ass, I find, if they hang out too far. Now, we're almost ready to do the painting, which won't take long. Now, indeed, it will take all of 2 minutes. No cleanup. Yeah. You tell me how any of that's a bad outcome. Yeah. Now, let's have a closer look at with the white. As I said, I'm quite happy to be a bit rough with it as far as it doesn't. Okay, here we go. Okay, that's pretty easy operation there. What we're going to do, and for the most part, because of the angle I'm going to be coming at, it's not really going to make too many odds, but more just because it behooves me. About that length. We'll go pretty much. That'll do it. Just like that, even. Just to might want to take that a little higher. Purely, and that's already plenty high. Yeah, that's good. The idea is I do the white up to there. I'll probably put some tape here just to make sure it doesn't go there. Then when I want to do the blue, I just go on top. Nice and easy. Other side. All right, my headset did its thing, shall we say. But I have obviously replugged it. Okay, let me come here, you. Yeah, that'll probably do it. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Next. We'll do a bit of blue tack work. Which is to say, where's our... Get that out of the way. Bing. Now... Next. Log that into there. And then we got tape there, so that's all good. We'll just sort of tidy up around the perimeter when once we've removed the tape, it won't be a biggie. Now, all right, it's them done. Looking. Where again did I put Rob? Here it is. Bit less. Now, the wheel wells will be a little tricksy. Where'd you go? I have a random piece. Oh, there it is. Roaming piece of blue tack. There you go. Toothpick. There we go. Nice and neat. Again, tidy up will be required, not a biggie. Now, do I wish to go blue tack on the wheel wells? Possibly. Here's a question. What do I have in my... I wonder if I have anything I can utilize as most... I have a cunning plan, kids. I have a few cunning plans. Give me a moment. I'm going to need to take the headset off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my big bag of all those different bits and bobs in it. I'm going to see if there's something I can use to fill in the bulk of these areas so that I don't have to go, and even here, so I don't have to go too heavy with the blue tack on that. Blue tack is good. I might even use a little blob of it there, Ross, I think. Just limit the, because it's going to be hard to get tape in there now. So I'll do it that way. Blue tack's a heavy-handed way of masking, but it is effective, I find. Hence why I'm a fan. Should I ever give up scale modelling? Oh, hey Jeff, how are you doing? Now, All right. Now, that's that done. I might as well, while I think too. But before I go and see if I've got something I can put in that around in the wheel wells, just very quickly. All right. All right. A little bit on this side. Now, all right. Now, I shall, and this will finish pretty much our, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish all this upper area of masking, and then we'll attend to the wheel wells. Now, I'm not going to need a lot here. Maybe. And we shall, this will go just, yeah, that's good. There we go. This side, I need a mouthful of coffee, I do. That was it. Now, all right, there we go. Not quite. Oh, now I have to. Actually, I don't know what to do. That's all I need. First, we'll slice that off. Okay, just down all the way down to the edge of the wing. There we are. Okey do. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Is Homer a hero? The answer is no. I'm Ken Brockman. I don't know what inspired me to trip out with that. Now, about there. That's fine. Other side. Yeah, today when I go to the hobby shop, I'm going to get another, or I'm going to get, where is it? Either way, I'm going to get, while I've got one of the colours in this paint, I want to get another. So I'm very impressed with those paints. Yeah, very impressed. Now, we come with some tricksy bits, mildly tricksy. So I'm looking for something that's a bit square. We'll do, pop them that way. Give me a moment. I have to take my headset off. As I said, I'll probably actually hit the mute button now that I think about it. To save the crackle clonk donk of me taking it off and putting it back on. But I will be back shortly. I'm back. Hey John, how you doing? Now, what I've discovered is there are a few things we can potentially use here to fill up those. Let's have a look. Okay, no, they're no good. What do we have in this bag that might be useful for? They're all tank things. But is there anything I can use? No. No. Possibly. That tail fin with a bit of manipulation. There's a couple of things here we can consider perhaps. Yeah, I think here's another one. I'll take that out. What I should do is take out the stuff that looks like it could be useful. Because the thing is, the wheel wells on the Corsair are actually pretty big. Where is it hiding? This thing that I seek. There, come here, yeah. Gotcha. Is there anything else in here that I think could be useful? Now, how much would I need to chop off? A bit. Then I thought I also saw in here. Actually, no, nothing in there. Now comes a big bag with a lot of shit. Get that out of the way. Actually, no, there was something in here I wanted to grab, wasn't there? That's right. There's a few bells and bits and bobs you could potentially use here. And there was oh, here we go. And all right. Let's see what we find in here. Ooh, that looks promising. All right, give me a moment, and once I've got this bit of sprue out that looks to have some potentially very useful parts on it. What was that? That was a Spitfire. Spitfire or Messerschmitt? Doesn't really matter. Anyway, now let's have a look at these wheel wells. Actually, there's something. Now, well, 109 is what this was. What it is now is masking. But that, okay, I'll show you what I've got a good start on here. These would have been the machine gun points for a 109 kit. Now I'm looking at this, I'm thinking it's an old pressing, possibly a Heller, and it was missing some parts. But what it will do marvelously for us right now, with a little bit of tweaking, is this. I'll need to use a little bit of blue tack. Looks like it's going to fit really well as a mask. Just, oh, look at that. There we go, guys. So, zoom in. Oh, get out of there. I'll need to obviously block the gun holes with some blue tack and put some there for it to hold, and along the edges and a bit, and probably a little extension there. But there's that mask in operation already. Now, zoom out for a moment. Let's see. Really? Give me a bearing. This is an intriguing development. Now, first things we're going to do, if you want to turn this into a mask for that, which I do, is we're going to trim this little spot here off. And right, so I'll need to trim. I'm going to try and use the sprue cutters. Hopefully they don't hammer too badly. We'll take it from, it doesn't have to be exact, of course. It's a mask, not a part, you know what I mean? There we go. Now, that actually is pretty damn good. Oh, looky that. Almost perfect. Now, let's see if we can do something similar with this. No, that's going to require a bit. That's okay. This, no, we want to do it that end, won't we? Alright. So we'll trim that off. And we'll take that straight up. No, actually, let's get our angle right. There. Corresponding angle there. Now, with a bit of luck, bit too wide, a little more, that's okay. A little more, but it is going to fit. It's going to be a good shit. I've just remembered something. Give me a moment. I might have a oh, no, it's okay. Whew. I thought I had a chiro appointment. I do not. Not that even then it would have been, I wouldn't have been late. It just would have meant that I needed to bear that in mind. Okay. So we'll now take that. Let's just check that again. About there. All right. Oh, come to Papa. All right, it's all coming together, guys. Now we need to consider. Well, that's pretty easy. Now I would suggest. Now I might even. Oh, really? Let's have a look at this over here. What other parts can I simply use? There we go. There we go. I reckon maybe this one. Yep. That'll do nicely for that. And in fact, I have a very cunning plan, guys. Let us first trim. Now, almost dropped it. Let's see how wide that is in comparison. Really, it's not perfect, but it's not bad, guys. There. And I would therefore suggest that if that part is adequate for there, we can now consider maybe the other way around. And yes, we can. All right. Now, after all of that, there's a couple of ways I can now go about the rest. Got it. Don't know if you guys just heard that truck taking off. Actually, I think it's a bus. It was making my door vibrate. It made it sound like it was farting. It's far from less than an ideal fit at all. However, it will give us something to put the blue tack on. Put the blue tack on. Maybe just nudge this one over here a bit. Over you come. That's what I want you. And one of the other reasons I'm doing it this way is that way I don't get blue tack all over the stuff I've painted inside. So let's just attend to that on this. Then we'll do that. Put a bit of tape over the engine, and then it'll be painting time. Yeah! We'll get that done. Now, now, come here. This is another toothpick moment. Right into there. There into there. And then we'll do a similar maneuver here. And then we'll do those front ones. Oh, I'm getting a bit keen now. When I go out, I'm going to have to make a bit of a shopping list up. That's way too much. Not just for my modelling, but also I am actually going to have to go to the shops. Who would have thought, eh? Cool. Now, alrighty. Now, move that in. Alrighty, coming together. Splotch. Now, there we go. To there a bit more. There. A little more at the front. There and there. And there. All right. And finally, and the great part about these, of course, is that I can get this color at least I can get done immediately, and wonder if I can. Oh, there we go. One piece. Jolly good. And I'll be able to show you the results after, and I will not need to worry about the tedium of a cleanup, and that's a win. Oh, now, yes, that's what I was doing. So, put a bit here. That on there. It's not quite sitting. I'll need more anyway, so what we'll do. Oh, I see what's happening. I thought I had that higher up here. That's where I want it. Now we'll slide you up, shall we? Now we'll get some very, actually, you can go about it a couple of ways. What we'll do first, just put that along the edge. That'll do it. This edge, and we're almost there. Had a bit of an itchy ear there. And then we shall paint. Or more's the point, I'm going to have to go off, take the headset off for a little while. And stop that. Now we'll hold that there. All right. There's the piece of behaviour you never want. Dropping your kit. Two more little bits and we should be good to go. One into here, the other onto just there. There we go. Fine, up and the very front, the engine. That needs to be masked. And then we are good to go. Alrighty. All right, now probably should bling down. Now this is what we're doing our white with. So what I'll do is, as I do them, I'll probably bring them over to the table. So you'll slowly but surely see them. Glove. Okay, one thing I'd also say about this aircraft, the deckling is not too savage. Pretty glad for that, I tell you. Anyway, now let's. There you go. All right, I'll be removing my headset and back shortly. But as I said, you'll see the pieces coming on as they get done, and then I shall return. I won't be very long though. Oh. Now. Well, they're done, but I'm not happy. And I'm quite happy to show you why I'm not happy. This is the first time I've had a disappointing result with the Tamiya product. Yeah. What the fuck is that? This is not good. It's just, I mean, a second coat might help, but as I'm going to the hobby shop anyway, I'll get some of this brand white, and I'll fix the problem with that. Not happy with that at all, but I'll make it look pretty by tomorrow, so as we can get on with the next color. In the meantime, regardless, I'll need to let that dry before I can attend to that. Grr, unhappy. All right, stay cool, big boy. Well, I'm going to wind things up from there. All right. Well, that's me done for today. Yeah, bit disappointed with that. As I said, I'm very surprised. Tamiya are normally so reliable with all their products, and in this instance, they've just pretty much given me a reach. They haven't even given me the reach around. They just put the fist up my ass. Most unpleasant of them. In the meantime, as I said, I'm going to the hobby shop today anyway. I will do that. Indeed, I may even do it pretty much shortly after. Oh, wait a minute. They don't open till 10. The trials and tribulations. But ultimately, I'll go there and I'll get some paint and I'll make this look pretty the way it should look rather than yucky. I know, right? It's not a disaster. It's a pain in the ass is what it is. It's something I can fix and will fix. Yeah. And as I said, it's not a disaster. I mean, just for starters, if that's the worst my day's going to get, I'm good. So yeah, but I'll tidy that up today, and we'll. My pleasure, David. And that way, when you come back tomorrow, we can get on to the light blue color, and then ultimately, of course, the dark blue color. Now, at the end of the day, what this also means, however, and like I said, is that today being my Monday, I reckon there's every possibility we'll have it done by Friday or Sunday. That's a wee bit good. So what I might also want to do is have a goosey gander at my Mustang collection of kits, that is, and start laying plans and see what paints I'm going to need to do that and grab them today as well. All right. Now, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. First-time viewers, if you haven't already hit the follow, like, or subscribe button, do feel free to ask yourself what you're doing. Get on with it. Hit that button. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And again, what are those words, people? They are not abracadabra. They are not what's another one they use? Open Sesame. They are not Shazam. No, it is follow, like, or subscribe. And on that note, now tomorrow I'm actually going to be starting an hour later. That's to factor in everybody's various daylight savings things. So yeah, I'll actually be starting 8 o'clock my time. So yeah, but we'll go for the same length of time, and I'll get stuff done before that. Yada yada yada. So at the end of the day, tomorrow I'll be back at a different kit. We'll settle for a later kit time, but on the same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you good people then. See yous.